wait,
no,
hold on.
wait.
Oh, almost.
Come here.
Wait,
Almost.
wait. I'm over here. Hold on. Wait. Yeah.
Almost.
Welcome once again, everybody, to Drinkin' Buddies. I am BHD. This guy over to my far right is
Geek Master P.
And this gentleman here is a gentleman you've seen us playing video games with lately. This is our buddy, Mr. Waylon Schultz. You'll be seeing a lot more of the game footage and stuff with him because, you know, we like to play video games. And
That's right.
you know, hopefully I can get him to be a contributor to the channel on a regular basis. That'd be kind of fun, too. Like, you know, anyway, I'm not going to spoil my ideas. But let's get right on into this week. Today, as we speak, I'm going to try and get this out before the pay-per-view starts. So here we go. As we speak, it is Great Balls of Fire Sunday. The headline match this evening is Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe. So let's talk about what we think is going to happen. Now, right before we sat down to start this episode, these two got into a discussion about AJ Styles' recent status Austin Aries' recent status. And then they were talking about Simon Gotch. So for those of you who don't know, Austin Aries was released from the WWE this week.
This past Friday, matter of fact.
It was on a Tuesday.
No, according to the article, he was released Friday.
He asked for his release on a Tuesday.
Yeah, but they didn't give it to him until
I know,
Friday.
But that's one of the faster ones they've done. Normally it takes them a little while. They'll drag that shit out so they can't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
And so no, they were pretty quick. Okay, fine, bye.
Yep.
Aries,
Which is sad, unfortunately.
See, I'm aware of Austin Aries and his X Division stuff with TNA and all that, but I've never really been all that impressed with him. And since he came to WWE and he was an announcer for a long time, and then finally wrestled a handful of matches, which they had him lose against a guy no one really gives two shits about. I mean, I'm sorry, Neville's okay. But I feel with him like he's kind of like Kevin Owens, where I feel like I'm watching the same match every time.
But ever since they had him go heel, yeah.
And alright, I gotta cut both of y'all off and stop y'all right there. Because King Neville lately, by the way, gentlemen, the king of the cruiserweights, in my personal opinion, the best thing that ever happened to Neville was him getting that ankle injury when he wrestled Chris Jericho on the Monday Night Raw over
and then
a year
he was
plus
out
ago.
for several months.
Out for a while, suddenly comes back and he's a heel all of a sudden. They got the cruiserweight division they're trying to kick off. What better superhero of a cruiserweight could they throw in there to be the king? And that's Neville, because he was running with all the big dogs before he got hurt.
Well, true.
And then he comes back, and I think he's been putting in his best work ever since they brought him up. This is his best work ever.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But
you're right.
He still doesn't impress me as much as the cruiserweights of old, if you will.
Yeah.
He still's not on that level, if you ask me. He's good, and he's damn sure better than most of what is out there today, without a doubt. But it's gotten stale.
It has.
Yeah,
the writing has totally gotten stale.
The funny thing is...
it's not necessarily hit lot, but what they're doing with them sucks.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily their fault. They also limit them very strictly on things they can and can't do now.
Well, yeah, they're very limited on movesets, and it's very hard to compare them to cruiserweights of old, because I'm sorry, we're never going to have a Rey Mysterio Jr. again. We're never going to have a Billy Kidman, or a young Eddie Guerrero, or Psychosis, or, El Dandy. El Dandy was a fine wrestler, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or Chavo,
But like I said, I will secede to the fact that a lot of it has to do with what they're told they can and cannot do.
Yeah.
You will not do this or we will fucking fire you. That kind of shit.
Or get fined. You're heavily dictated, politics aside.
Well, that and on top of that, even ever since they brought the cruiserweight division back, which you and I agreed on when what was first being brought up, it was a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because over the course of the last decade now, when they got rid of it originally, all cruiserweights that were actually really good were still staying in the indies. They were staying like Ring of Honor, TNA, what have you. But the thing is, and this is based on certain other things I've read, lately Vince, even though they brought the cruiserweight division back, Vince apparently was very reluctant in doing so, considering the fact that
he doesn't like little guys.
Yeah, he likes large
Yeah,
men.
Vince
He likes
McMahon
large,
has
big, sweaty men.
Yeah,
Vince
he's got a
McMahon
giant,
loves
hard,
big, sweaty
huge, throbbing hard on.
Hence why they split up Enzo and Cass, like that next they're going to be pushing Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vince is
about the
always...
Enzo Cass match.
Vince has always had a big fucking throbbing hard on for giant dudes.
He's been about big dudes in power.
Whatever, it is what it is. But the going back to the point, what I wanted to say to you guys when you brought that up, the long and the short of it is, I don't blame Austin Aries one bit for asking for his release. For his bitch, from what I read,
he wasn't being utilized like he thought.
Well, no.
And he had 3 straight losses to the King.
Yeah, he had 3 straight losses going in, which is fucking bullshit. I'd be pissed off too. That sucks dick. But they put him in as a cruiserweight, and he's kind of right on that borderline weight-wise. He could go either way.
Yeah.
But
like Daniel Bryan, if he came up at this time, would he have gotten stuck in the cruiserweight division?
Probably so.
See, and lost in the mix. We would have never had the yes movement in that epic WrestleMania 30 moment at the end.
Yeah, and I get, but that's what I was getting to. Aries, though, doesn't fit necessarily the style of what we would consider a cruiserweight.
No. Aries, I can tell you...
He just doesn't. He could... I do agree with him that if he truly said this, then I agree with him that he should have been utilized in... the bigger title pictures.
I read that. He didn't want to be stuck in the cruiserweight.
Yeah, I can't blame him at all.
And to add to that, BHD, sir, because out of me and you, I'm more aware of Aries more so than you.
Yeah.
And when you said that he doesn't fit the standard profile of a cruiserweight, you are correct. And I say this because over the last 7, if not 8 or 9 years that he spent in TNA, he fought more like a heavyweight. So, and on top of that, he was also, the other reason why he quit too was because in places like Ring of Honor and TNA, he's been crowned world champion.
I know. I'm aware of all that. Okay, so that one's out of the way.
Yeah.
So now, let's go ahead and get into the card tonight. Waylon, I believe you have the card pulled up.
I do.
So tonight's match card, starting from crappy to not, as I will go ahead and put
Should be in order too, most likely.
Oh, I haven't even gotten to it.
That's right. Top.
Tonight we're drinking Corona Extra,
Sekis,
Dos Equis,
and Guinness,
and the Guinness Extra Drought. So yeah.
Gentlemen.
Cheers, everybody. All right, so match card, we have Neville versus Akira Tazawa. I have no input because I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and say Neville's going to win.
Yep.
And retain.
Neville's going to win. The Titus brand has recruited Tazawa. I have high hopes for the Titus brand, but not tonight, unfortunately. They're on a losing streak. No one is going to dethrone the King right now. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Neville.
You may say Titus brand, but I call it Tit Us brand. Because I just don't like Titus O'Neil.
See, I disagree. I like Titus O'Neil. I thought he had a lot of potential, and they just keep railing that poor dude.
Really? You actually like Titus O'Neil?
Yeah, I think when they started to push him right after the tag team split and Darren Young was hurt or whatever the fuck happened to him for a while.
And he's hurt again, hence why you hadn't seen him in Backlund in months.
So, whatever, I don't care about that. I thought that was terrible, that whole thing they did.
Anyway,
the point is, I think Titus O'Neil has a lot of potential. I think they just fucking screw him over so bad by giving him crap to work with.
Yeah.
Had potential. He's had a lot of bad botches and moments, too, and it's just been frowned upon. And a couple backstage politics and a few other little things we won't discuss, but apparently he slapped somebody during an episode of that Swerved crap they
yeah.
A little bit of hot water on that, and a couple other little things that I don't remember at the moment. But
the biggest thing, I think, was when he was screwing around with Vince. Ever since then is when they've been giving him bullshit.
Sorry, you don't touch Vince. If he don't like you, you do not.
If he touches you, you are to sit there, shut the fuck up, and take it. But if you touch him, the hellfire and brimstone will rain down upon you for the rest of your day. You're done.
Sure, you get buried.
And they will lock your ass in. Like, I'm sorry, I've never worked for WWE. All of what I'm saying is based on what you read out there. And I have to believe some of it's true, but maybe it's not. Whatever, if I would ever be fortunate enough to get a job with WWE, I'd probably be singing it every day. Yeah,
it's kayfabe.
It's a thing. Kayfabe.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay, so we're all kind of unanimous. Neville's going to win over Akira Tozawa. Enzo Amore and Big Cass. I'm going to go ahead and say definitively Cass is going to win that one.
Yep, I say that too.
Big Cass as well, and let me tell you why. It's funny that you bring up Titus and Darren Young when they had their run, and Young got hurt and Titus had his little run. Same thing happened. Enzo and Cass come up to the main roster. Enzo gets a concussion. Big Cass is kept relevant on TV for a couple weeks, working singles matches. Somewhere in that, Vince McMahon saw gold. Someone saw it, and money. Now Cass is getting the push. Heel Cass. Cash is Cass. He's winning. Big Cass.
Cass is Cash.
And on top
Cash
of this,
that ass, it's Big Cass.
And on top of this, based on what I've read throughout this past week, is the plan, ever since they split them up, what the plan is going to be from this point forward is to give Cass a big major singles push, and then take Enzo and stick him in the cruiserweight division.
So what's your prediction for the match?
Who's going to win? I'm going to say Cass.
Okay.
Mainly for what we just said.
Sure it's going to be Cass. Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. I don't know why they're doing this match other than these are guys that they want to keep relevant and top guys, but they have nothing to do with them right now. Mm-hmm. So this match really doesn't matter. It makes no difference to either man who wins or who loses other than the fact of eating a loss or taking a win over another top guy.
Yeah.
I think just because they want to keep him fresh, because they want to keep this Ambrose Reigns Rollins thing going for as long as they can, I think Rollins is going to get the win over Bray Wyatt.
I'm going to go with Wyatt. Honestly.
Okay. Any explanation as to why you're picking Wyatt?
Well, a lot of the reason why I'm going with Wyatt is because there have been a small handful of times off and on to where, think about it, they gave him the WWE title once.
Yep, make it short and sweet, by the way.
So I'm pretty sure at some point down the road, they're going to give him the Universal title at some point. So this may be the start of him gaining momentum as to being pushed towards the Universal title. So I have to go with Wyatt.
Okay, fair enough. Waylon?
All right. We have a God versus a Kingslayer. Unfortunately, Bray Wyatt, known as the Eater of Worlds, he is here lately. Nothing more to me than the Eater of Losses. It's going to be Seth Rollins. There's no way Bray Wyatt beats the cover boy of WWE.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's right.
Right.
You're right.
You're right.
You're right. All right. So, Rollins 2-1 on that one. By the way, the last time we did predictions, our guest, Mr. Stormborn, was correct on every fucking one of them.
Yep, he was. You're right.
He guessed every damn one.
You're right.
And he was sure to watch it back and make sure I was aware of it. So,
right. Yeah,
Stormborn, I hope you're watching, buddy. Good fucking job. Cheers to Stormborn for getting them all right.
No kidding. You're right on the money, sir.
All right.
Coming for you.
Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Hardy Men. Are you kidding me? The Hardy Boys?
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah.
They're
good job, CagesideSeats.com. So, because I think they want to write the Hardys off for a little bit because Matt just had a kid and wants to take some time off, and because I think they're going to also start singles pushing them again until this broken universe bullshit gets worked out and they can start that whole thing up. So, I'm going to go ahead and say the Hardys are going to lose. As much as I would love to see them come back and win, but I don't see it happening.
I'm with you on that one as well.
Pud and I are both going Cesaro, Sheamus. Waylon?
Cesaro, Sheamus. I mean, heel, Sheamus, Cesaro. It's an Iron Man match, by the way, and that's kind of a young man's game. They're going to outperform
30 minutes.
I'm sorry, the Hardys don't have near as much stamina as the other fellas do.
Well, on top of that,
Swiss Superman.
That and if you can, because that and honestly, I do not ever remember a time when any one of them, regardless if they've been pushed as singles competitors or when they've competed as a tag team, have ever competed in an Iron Man match. If I'm wrong, one of you tell me.
I don't believe so, no.
Nope, I don't.
All right, so unanimously Cesaro and Sheamus. Got it. So just to recap, unanimous Neville's going to win tonight. I said Big Cass.
I said Cass.
Unanimous Big Cass versus Enzo. Rollins and Wyatt. Pud said Wyatt. Waylon and I said Seth Rollins. Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Hardys. Unanimous Cesaro and Sheamus. Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. Hold on. I like Sasha Banks a lot. By the way, I would drink your bath water. She ain't the only one, but since we're talking about her right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or
anyway,
Mercedes being her
boss can
name.
boss my. I need to learn how to bleep stuff. The boss can boss my around any day. As much as I would love to say it's going to be Sasha, I don't think so. They're pushing Alexa Bliss for some reason. Yep. I don't understand necessarily why, other than I read within the last year or so that she's like a bulimia miracle story or some shit like that. But they're not really pushing that with her, so I don't see that being the case.
That's not a pity thing.
I'm not sure what it is.
Well,
she's not really all that good.
I beg to differ. Little Miss Bliss has got it going on. That's 5 Feet of Fury.
I mean, she's got it going on.
She got it going on. I'll drink your bathwater.
I was gonna say I would as well.
She cuts good promos. She cuts good promos. I think she's a solid in-ring worker, and she legit can draw heat. She's got good natural heel charisma, and she knows how to shut down the wet chants. By the way,
and you're right.
Pretty effective.
She does.
Okay, you're right.
You're right.
So. I'm gonna have to go. Alexa Bliss is gonna retain because she's on a strong push right now. I think she's gonna retain. I think they're gonna let her knock out several competitors, and then I also think here soon, possibly even at SummerSlam. This is a far ahead prediction. SummerSlam, it's finally gonna be her and Nia Jax, and she's gonna take Nia Jax out somehow.
Somehow, some way.
Okay, I'm with you on Alexa retaining tonight, mainly due to the fact that they're still going to push towards Nia and her for the Raw Women's title.
Yep.
And I'm also going to go ahead and make a future prediction along with you, BHD, sir.
Make it quick.
But come SummerSlam, I guarantee Nia is going to be the one to take her out.
See, that's where we disagree. I'm saying Alexa's going to take her out. So, all right. Alexa. All right. Unanimous Alexa Bliss going to retain over Sasha Banks. I hope the fuck I'm wrong. I really do. I would love to see Sasha take it back. But I know that's going to be it.
It would be shocking if Sasha
that would be
totally shocking.
That would be a swerve.
Miz and Dean Ambrose, I'm so sick and faggot fucking tired of this crap. And I'm sorry if that last word offended anybody, but, it's a very usefully descriptive word in this sense. I don't like this match. Why? Why are we doing this again? There's no fucking reason.
I'm right there with you. Well, I'm right there with you, mainly due to the fact that ever since before they did the brand split and did the draft, they've been dragging this fucking Ambrose and Miz feud for months.
Whole brand split thing sucked ass the first time they did it, and it sucks ass the second time.
They should never have done it.
There's no reason. None.
What they should have done.
No reason.
They kept calling it the Superstar Shakeup this time. They
it's a draft.
They wouldn't call it brand split again. It's the Superstar Shakeup, people.
And they really
shook things up to the point that we get the same exact feud from SmackDown carried
right
over to the Raw.
You could predict exactly who was going to go where based on
feuds
the
and
first
everything
two
else.
picks. Everything else was decidable then because whoever was in a feud was moving.
Yeah.
In the story.
And it was going to continue regardless of what fucking show they were on.
Albeit I'm tired of this feud. I am, by the way, I do like the antics lately of, especially that skit on Raw where, I didn't get the bear, did you get the bear? And he beats that shit out.
Oh, yeah.
The bear, and now it's got an entourage that dress like bears, apparently, and it's gotten to that point, people, and they need to end it quick, and I think the Miz needs to go over. Sorry to jump in on that, but
the
way the lunatic overcomes the numbers, he's got an entourage, Miz retains.
Well, yeah, I agree with that, but at least they're doing something with Dallas and Axel.
Okay, so you're both saying Miz retains. Okay. I'm saying Miz retains simply because Vince McMahon likes to go, hey, you see that guy? I like that guy. You know what I'm going to do with him? I'm going to strap him onto my gigantic throbbing penis, and I'm going to shove him straight up your ass with no lube, and you're going to like it. There will be no crying.
With his penis.
Shut up. There will be no crying. There will be no reach around. There will be no lube. There will be no nothing. You will sit there and take it and say, yes, sir, give me more. And that's what he's doing with the fucking Miz.
Yep.
Why he's done this for so long now, I don't know. I fucking hate the Miz. Love his intro song. His intro song's cool as shit. I hate Miz. Always have. Always have. Never will like The Miz. His wife is smoking hot. Maurice,
lucky bastard.
Miz, I don't like him. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Ambrose. I like him better than I like The Miz. But I'm not a huge fan with him either. Again, that's a character that they're just kind of letting, okay, you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and we'll just figure it out later. And it's gotten stale.
Yeah. I like goofy Ambrose because when they try to make him serious lunatic fringe Ambrose, it just doesn't work. They either just make him a goofball or don't.
If
they let him
go one way or the other.
If they just left him as a goofball to where he wasn't doing the same shit in every match, he'd be more entertaining.
I agree.
Well, so again, a guy I'm not a huge fan of, not because he's not necessarily good, but because what they're allowing him to do or making him do or whatever the case is, sucks.
He's all over the he's all over the map, and it's like, come on.
Actually, another thing I just thought of, by the way. The other reason why I'm with you on The Miz retaining is because this last Raw that came up, he apparently made some sort of comment that offended somebody or some group of people, whatever. So I'm pretty sure that because of that, he's going to get shafted and Miz is going to retain.
All right, so everybody's unanimous. Miz is going to retain. I don't give two shits, but I'm just going to go with Miz because I think this is what's going to happen. All right, we got 2 left. And a time limit to keep, gentlemen. So, actually, I want you to pull it. Yeah, okay. One more time, but not just yet. Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. I have read a lot of conflicting things about this lately.
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and guess. I don't think Vince McMahon, despite reports, is willing to give up his WrestleMania 34 main event to SummerSlam. I don't think he's going to do it.
Nope.
He is too damned determined to shove that shit up our ass and shove Roman Reigns even further up, so far so that he comes out of our noses.
He could win next year's Royal Rumble, for God's sakes. Another one. Is he going to tie Austin's record?
Yep, probably.
Is he going to go down like that?
Yep.
Well, think about it. They did have Reigns beat Kane's record.
Yeah,
so,
which is
as I'm saying, I think Roman Reigns is going to be shoved so far up our asses, we're going to be sneezing him out, crying him out, and vomiting him out. Like, it's coming out of everywhere, even out of the ears. Like,
Determined to make him the next
I
Cena.
think that's it's going to happen. So, Samoan Cena, I like that. We're going to chant that tonight.
Samoan Cena.
So, all right. I think Roman is going to win. Actually, no. I'm sorry, let me correct myself. I think Roman is going to lose. That way, Strowman goes back in line for his title shot, and the Strowman-Lesnar at SummerSlam thing happens.
And that stays on
So
course.
I think tonight Strowman wins.
Same thing. Same for that reason.
Braun.
Yeah,
Strowman.
It's gonna be Strowman. All right, and last but not least, Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe. Fuck you, Samoa Joe. You're gonna get your ass whooped. What?
You are going to go to Suplex City, sir. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Joe, I love you, but you're going.
Damn it, I'm jealous.
You're going away.
Okay, you got it online, didn't you? Because I
got it at a house show a couple of months back.
Okay, you know what?
I want the WrestleMania edition one, damn it.
Okay, you know what? As much as I hate to agree with you guys, now granted, I've been keeping track more Samoa Joe more so than you guys have.
There's nothing to do with it. Wrap it up.
Basically,
where's my wrap it up box?
You better wrap up that
wrap
horse
that
there,
shit up, B. Yeah. B, all right, so wrap it up. No one cares if you've been keeping track of Samoa Joe. No one gives a shit.
Okay, you know, as much as, I mean, trust me, I'm a big Samoa Joe fan as well ever since, because I followed his career, but long story short.
That has nothing to do with it.
But,
you're on Brock Lesnar's side, right? Yeah,
but,
Brock.
All
right, God damn it. Gentlemen, this has been Drinking Buddies. We are out.